The Kingdom of Eswatini, Africa is home to the highest HIV infection rate in the world. In fact, the Swazi nation is possibly the most immunocompromised country on the globe. In 2006, Bulembu, Eswatini was established as a safe haven for orphaned and vulnerable children, many of whom have lost their parents to HIV and AIDS. Confirmed COVID-19 cases now threaten a country with limited resources. Bulembu has immense limitations in medical facilities, equipment, and staff. Many long-term volunteers and missionaries have been ordered back to their home countries. Closed borders leave shops struggling to restock, resulting in food shortages and price surges. Many facilities have been closed as residents practice social distancing. Now the 360 children have been separated and must take meals in private quarters.
Greetings from Eswatini. My name is Kevin Ward, and I have the privilege and the honor of being the Executive Director of Challenge Ministries Swaziland. My wife and I began the work 23 years ago. So as the director of this Christian ministry, I have never had to appeal for help before. And I confess I'm reluctant to do so because of God's faithfulness in meeting our needs in the past and in the recognition of this extremely difficult crisis that you too are facing in your own country. However, I'm faced with the most difficult decisions I've ever had to make, and I'm humbled by my inability to solve this crisis in this ministry, in our nation at this time. I also recognize that God works as a body where He's our Father, and we're all part of the same body with the same Father. And so I come to you sharing that coronavirus has arrived in Swaziland and has impacted us with borders, businesses, schools, and towns. And the consequence of that, like with you, is that income from within Swaziland, but especially income from the West, has dramatically dried up, and we cannot sustain our ministries without an emergency and rapid injection of finances. Over the next week, I will have to make the decision of laying off ministry workers and reduce the size of ministries, and potentially even send vulnerable people whom we've sheltered for years back to their homesteads where there is no supply of food or care. It breaks our hearts to have to work through this, but we cannot meet and continue to meet basic needs with our current income. You've always been there for us in difficult times, supplying us with resources, materials, finances. Your generosity, your love, your sacrificial giving has empowered us to save literally thousands of lives over the years and improve the hopes of many, many young adults and children. We have never faced a situation like this, and that's why I reluctantly make this appeal. For the next 6 months, even if we cut our overheads and minimize our spending to get through this crisis, the cuts and the savings will not prevent us from having to cut ministry to the most needy unless we can get help in, however big or however small, from as many as is possible.
Hi, my name is Mungen Masia, and this is my lovely wife, Kylie. For me, as a Swazi citizen and a former employee of this ministry that you just heard about, and I've seen the work they do and the results they produced. This is where I learned about leadership, and they modeled how it means to be a father, especially to these young children and the nation at large. I worked for this ministry over 10 years, And me and Kylie, we had the experience and to see and the result and the love they pour out to this nation. I think she can explain more what she experienced.
We've had the privilege of seeing firsthand the impact that this ministry makes by pouring out love to the children, to the staff, and to the surrounding communities as they tirelessly serve. And after hearing about this urgent need, we wanted to bring this need to you and ask if you will join us in giving a donation of any amount, any size, to help support and directly provide for food, for shelter, and for the care of the orphan and vulnerable children. Your donation will make a big difference. And we thank you for listening. We thank you for your heart. We thank you for your prayers. And we thank you for giving. May God bless you.